Hey guys, welcome back to another stream. We're back at some more Ace Attorney. Bear with, I am just setting up Discord because it's being a bit of a pain. And streamer mode back on, there we go. But yes, look, we are back on some Ace Attorney investigations, and yes, essentially, I've said yes several times. Last time, we went back into the past again and we worked out, we did more exploring of the past. I actually can't remember what happened. Oh wait, no. We were looking at the old exhibit. There's also been another dead body. Not actually sure. But this is in the present day. A lot of things are happening. A lot of dead bodies, and we will see how it goes. I will get into it though. Yeah, we've just finished. We're back in the present day now. That's what I remember. Oh. December 25th. 10 a.m. Detention center, visitor room. Oh wait, I completely lied to you. We are still in the past. What a liar. Hey, it's Miss Brown. Oh, Mr. Fender. Edgeworth. I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday. I'm rather tired. Mr. Von Karma finished interrogating you. Yes. You only really seemed interested in how I melted the sculptures. Are you here to see Mr. Tangaroa too? Yes, I'm terribly worried about him. Hi, Blair. I'm doing good, thank you, my love. How are you? Not too bad. Not too bad? What are you doing back there? Oh, I'm to be here. I'll be in bed to the scene soon. Sure that anyone just happens to be at the detention center, but okay. Oh. Oh no. He's like graying. Good morning. Mr. Tangaroa, what happened to you? Oh no. Samson, what did they do to you? They didn't seem to want to let me see. Let me see. I had no idea interrogations could be so involved. Sorry if I seem distracted. I think I'm a little... tired. Not letting you sleep. That's not police work. That's torture. What's going on here, Detective Bad? Not the one doing the interview. The guy that put on the case before me. I like Von Common's method about as much as you do. Well, I'm doing all I can to help. It was Detective Bad who got me out of there. I'd still be in the interrogation room right now. If it weren't for him. Detective really is trying to look out for Mr. Tangaroa in his own way, it seems. Oh my god. I hate Von Karma even more. Right, Eddie. Let's share yesterday's findings with Mr. Tangaroa. Ooh, let's go, Blair. Well done. You got it, Mr. E. My notepad is at the ready. Mr. Tangaroa, we found quite a bit if you'd like to hear it. Oh, of course. Thank you. Are you alright, Mr. Tangaroa? You seem kind of spaced out. I'm fine. I think my blood sugar might be running a little low. Oh, my guy. What have they done to you? They massacred my boy. Samson. Do you have anything that might give him a little energy boost? Okay. Mr. Tangaroa. Kind of swing all over the place. I'm sorry. Like I said, I think my blood sugar might be running a bit low. Do you have anything that might give him a little energy boost? Chocolate. Is that chocolate? Me. Oh, it's the chocolate I wish I could give them to you, Mr. Tangaroa. But the rules here don't exactly allow to do so. Oh, that's a shame, but rules are rules, I suppose. Oh, come on, Bad, let him eat. There must be some way we can hand them tin. I'm just Bad is noting the meaningful look in his direction. We take a look at them. Looking legit. Make it to the passing the monster to the suspect. Thank you, Detective. My hero! I'm touched. Thank you, Detective. Yeah, whatever. Just sit tight. I hope his hair goes back to brown. Or dark, whatever it was. Here. You don't know how much this means to me. Yeah, keep it down, will ya? Both our sakes. Of course, Detective. I won't wish to put your livelihood at risk. Now, to sample these treats. Detective, I apologize for putting you in a tight spot. Right. I'll do it for you. Michael. You're not such a bad guy after all. Oh, the sweetness. I feel like a man reborn. Oh, were they your handiwork, Judy? Yes, so, how were they? Feel the melt. Soft and smooth. Chocolate, battle, comfort, and soothe. As if you rhyme smooth with soothe. Bitter hair. Head to toe. Foul and savor these tastes as it flows. Delicious. They're not exactly beautiful. They're sweet and oh so flavorful. Thank you, Judy. So glad you like them. I'm glad you're back to your old self. My apologies, friends. The food they serve here is so flavorless. Between that and the lack of sleep, I was rather ready to collapse from sheer despair. Despair? Wow, is the food here really that bad? We need karaoke. I would do karaoke, but honestly, my voice will not be good in a 12-hour live stream for karaoke. Just the usual: French fries, ham sandwiches, stuff like that. Yes, and yet I could taste a thing. Huh? He's got COVID. Anyway, I'm heading back to the scene. Be good, Detective. Do you have any new information to share? Oh yeah, you were right about the victim's identity. I was worked as a sculptor in France, who is known as Paul Halique. Archie Frost with Paul Halique. I would never have imagined. Oh, Miss Halique. Famous French sculptor, wasn't a Frenchman after all, huh? This all would certainly explain why Mr. Halique was such a recluse and refused to show his face in public. He was busy working on his greatest masterpiece, apparently, but was zodiac statues. Because he'll never finish them now. Never finished his greatest masterpiece? Nah. He was making statues for each season. But he never got around to the winter constellations. Winter constellations? You mean Taurus and Gemini? The two he made out of ice would have completed the set. Yeah, and now they're nothing but puddles. What a bummer. I'm so sorry. Oh no, Miss Brown. I wasn't blaming you. No, well, that's fine. Seems he had himself in a bit of a spending habit when it came to his work. Every statue cost him millions to make. What the hell? Means he's always shot for cash. Check to see if there's any. Oh yeah. Check to see if there's any chance somebody calling it that. I guess not even famous artists, I say, from money problems. Do you have any idea why he entered the confectionery contest? None. Guy didn't even tell us that one. I see. Right. Alright. We'll go get going. Go fetch another guard. I can't be hanging around here any longer. Understood, Detective. We'll see you again shortly. He's a good man. He certainly is. And an uncompromising one. Somebody who can be trusted to stand up for what he believes in. This scare the pants off if anybody knew he means. Now, you were going to tell me about what you learned yesterday. allow me to give you the full report. Thank you for that. And allow me to apologize on Judy's behalf. I am so sorry. It's fine, Mr. Tangaroa. I told her yesterday, the important thing is that we'd learn the truth in the end. Now, would you mind if I ask you a question or two? By all means. I'll gladly share all that I can. Tell me about the contest you took part in the final round of the contest. Let's see. There was Miss Scone. I love her design concepts. Unfortunately, her entry was in violation of the rules, so I had to disqualify her. Mr. Gusto's creations were a perfect balance of flavour and design, at least up through the semi-finals. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both counts. And there was actually something a little unusual about his entry in the semi-finals as well. Which was just identical to Mr. Frost's. Oh. You have looked different, but I could have sworn I was eating the same thing. Huh? And what exactly did his work look like? Oh, there should be some photograph back up my mansion. I'll show it to you later, Mr. Edgeworth. Much appreciated, Miss Bound. But Mr. Frost's entry for the finals, that was truly sublime. So you were able to finish judging it, even though his body had been discovered in the meantime. Yes, I wasn't aware of what happened until after I completed my assessment. Mr. Frost wasn't in his room when I visited, so I took the liberty of sampling a bit. A part of the lyre, I believe. Jesus Christ. I never tasted anything like it. It was like a dream. I was so moved that I missed the sample. Wasn't the lyre part really salty, though? I'm sorry, but were you saying that the lyre tasted good? I'd hear more about that if you don't mind, because Miss Scone was the one who said that it tasted awful. Maybe it was replaced? I'm not sure it was the lyre you tasted when you sampled Mr. Frost's work. I'm certain of it. It's part of the Gemini sculpture, which is the only sculpture in the display case. Mr. Tangaroa, would you mind taking a look at this photograph? It's pretty sure it's the lyre. The one shown here without any strings. There were strings originally. That was the part I ate. The strings were missing because Mr. Tangaroa ate them all, and he enjoyed them. Miss Scone told us she ate part of the lyre as well. She said it was far too salty for her to finish. And it's true. The truth is, I've suspected for a while that there might be something wrong with my sense of taste. Something wrong? How so exactly? There's a taste disorder character, Oh. Oh. What's the relevance? The taste disorder characterized by an inability to detect salty flavors. But I suspect I've been suffering from it. I eat so many sweet foods on a daily basis that it took a while for me to even notice. But there's no denying it now. Explain why the food here seems so bland to it. What? But your taste buds are your livelihood. Even if there was some long-term treatment option, I only doubt for a total cure. Oh my god, a total cure for your condition exists. Jesus Christ, you were doing so well till then. Nevertheless, you should put in a request to the police for a proper evaluation. Oh, that wouldn't be necessary. I have a recipe for a cure back to my mansion. You do? I do. You can take a look at it for yourself if you like. Samson, we can't show that recipe to just anybody. Judy, Mr. Edgeworth is hardly just anybody. He's my attorney, and I have no secrets from him. Yes, you're right, of course. If that's what you wish. If it's a secret recipe for a miracle cure that they've been hiding. Well, I suppose I should be getting back. Right, we'll be right behind you. Judy. Yes, Samson? There's more to life than just me. Please, Judy, think about the life you want to live. Because they won't always be around. I swear to God if he's dead. Because we haven't seen him at all. I'm going to be so pissed off if he's dead. I like him a lot. Don't say that. Without you, I don't have a life to live. So I'll be waiting, right there at the mansion, until you've come home. Now, if you'll excuse me. Wait, Miss Bound? Judy. Oh, she seemed really upset. I saw tears in her eyes. Why'd you even say all that to her? Because I worry about her. She can't keep putting my needs ahead of her own. What do you mean? The Holy Collection, the candy making. It's all because she thinks these things will make me happy. She never thinks about what she wants, what she likes. I just want her to be her own person and choose her own destiny. Last thing I want for her is to miss out on all of that life has to offer because of me. I guess that makes sense. Really to see as his own child. What parents wouldn't want their child to walk their own path? What parent wouldn't do everything they could to protect them? Gregory, I love you, man. I know exactly how he feels in this moment. Oh, I'm so sad he's dead. Oh my god, if Samson's dead as well, I'm gonna cry. It's weird knowing that Gregory's dead. I don't like it. I think I've asked you everything I can for now, Mr. Tangaloo. You should be getting back to the scene of the crime. Oh, you're leaving. I see. I suppose I'll be going back to the interrogation room for another session. I guess we'll have to do something about that. You'll speak to the police for me. That too. But are we putting someone else in place as well? It's a possibility when it comes to the time comes. I look forward to learning more. I'm counting on you, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be back to brief you, Mr. Tangaroa, every day. And Judy too. Thank you, Eddie. I look forward to it. Tangaroa, your interrogator will do everything in his power to extract a confession from you. I hate to see an innocent man suffer like this. But please, you have to do everything you can to hold out. Oh, bear with. Oh, never mind, I accidentally pressed. Right, there we go. You can't. Mr. Von Kammer will use that confession against you for as long as this case lasts. And it will make this much harder for me. Make it much harder for me to see. I understand, and I'll try. I won't give up until you're out of there, Mr. Tangaroa. You have my word on that. September 25th, 11:03 AM. Contest fountain room. I always say foundation room. Not bad. Thank you again for what you did earlier. Yeah, thanks a ton. What are you talking about? There's no need to be shy about it. Come on now. Guess we need to go back here. Look to investigate some more. No, indeed. We need something solid if we're to save Mr. Tangaroa. I hate to break it to you, but apart from this room, the whole place is on lockdown. What? But we need to get to see those other rooms. We need to see those other rooms. There's a Mr. Von Karma's doing, I presume. I hate Von Karma so much. Who else? Haven't seen? Autopsy report yet either. Well, we got a hand on it too. I expect to speak with anybody. Except as cops and Miss Bound. Everybody else is gone. Now Von Karma will be handing out phone numbers. It's not just a game to him. Why does he have to go so far? Literally because he's a bitch ass who thinks like getting 100% on his test is fine. No. Oh, I hate him. He just rigs everything so he can win. Thank God, is he dead? I don't remember. I think he's just in jail. So, what's your plan of action, detective? It was before. Working to help you uncover the truth. I promised. You have my gratitude. That was a long animation. It wouldn't move. Just you wait, Mr. Von Karma. We're gonna beat you in your bag of dirty tricks. Detective, we may conduct a brief. May we conduct a brief investigation of the area? Sure. Like I said, everyone else is off-bound. But we won't be seeing those rooms again. That's fine. As long as there's at least some way of continuing our investigation, we'll do it. I will make do. Okay. The statue of the fountain depicts cherubs enjoying some chocolate fondue. Oh look, what a lovely fountain that. I hope no one drowns in. 18 years later, someone just drowning. That person drowning in the present day looks like Artie Frost. It's the hair. But I'm not sure. It probably isn't. We'll see. Pull-the-Leak's work, apparently. No, Pull-the-Leak's work, apparently. But I handed to him. Looks so real. Detective, are you saying you have personally seen cherubs before? Thanks. He's broken holes in people's words. Oh, are you something wrong? Excuse me, may I ask what you're investigating? Sir, I'm analysing the phantom water to see what might be in it, sir. And what did you find? Chocolate and what looks like some flavouring and colourings used in frozen dessert, sir. The composition of the chocolate seems to be the same as that of Mr. Tangaroa's work. The flavouring and colouring match the profile that was used in Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I expected as much, but what does that do? Oh, the rivers, yes. The rivers flow from all four artists' rooms right here into this fountain. All the stuff from the melted sculptures wound up in it. That's all, sir. We've also found blood. What? Where's the blood in the water? Back to our investigation of the murder scene, detective. You can have a look at the scene in front of us, detective. Oh, they threw the chocolate slab in there. Very conspicuous pool of blood that should have been there is clearly missing. Right. I remember anyone mentioned they would remove the blood along with the body. But his blood was mysteriously absent. As was the part of the chocolate chest that it had pooled on. If the blood is probably belonging to...
Take that!
Frost, right? Yeah. Victim, huh? What think I compare it? The blood on the murder weapon. Huh? Oh. Okay, never mind. They just did forensic stuff. It's a match. Blood in the fountain is Frost. Why would somebody want to send the victim's blood downstream into the fountain like that? True, because you still see the dead body, right? It's not like you're hiding. I didn't even think about that. Wait, yeah, because there's obviously blood there. Why just take a massive slab of it out just to hide the blood? Okay, so Judy's there. I'm assuming the instruments aren't going to help, but we'll see. These instruments are used on Mr. Tangaroa and Mrs. Bound's TV show Bacon Bob. Some of the new a few things in here that aren't made of candy. Just me, or does the detective seem a little disappointed? Why? Why is he disappointed about that? Oh! Sorry, because it's literally made out of drum. Yeah, cake. There's a drum set here, decorated to look as if it was made out of cake. We must play it on Bacon Bob. Detective, how about these drums? We've already checked. There's nothing inside any of them. No signs of anything other than put inside or taken out either. Not relevant to the case. Already done your homework, I see. Well, lollipops love too much. Also no sucker. Didn't mean to do that. Well, I did, but... Santa Claus statue. This is made of candy too. Probably is the Tiger Rose room. But yeah. Could be made that thing too. Speaking of Santa, that reminds me, I still need to find a present for Miles. Oh my god, he loves his son. Ah, we love Miles too. Oh, such a good father. Maybe even though he's forgotten to get a present for Miles, but we don't talk about that. What should an attorney's badge? I wonder if Mr. Tango would make contact with candy for me if I asked. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't like how it's getting me almost emotional. Authorized personnel only beyond this point, I'm afraid. In what? I'm not authorized. Sorry, sir. No authorized personnel either. So nobody's allowed in. Yes. Grandma's orders. I was really starting to grind my gears. You're gonna say the same thing. Yeah, he is. That's the door to that's the door to Gus's room. Candy reindeer is meant to show the way. Regardless of that, must be both. If not, male reindeer shed their antlers in winter. Therefore, it must be a female. Okay. Thanks, Mr. Trivia. attorneys. I don't teach you about reindeers in law school, detective. This is quite the trophy. What it's Mr. To Tangaroa, first place International Confectionery Association. Association Annual Spectacular. Jesus Christ. English is down the window. Bit of candy. I guess it wasn't Mr. Lasser ever. Makes sense. Rise, fame. None of it lasts forever, right? Doubt it's anything quite that deep. Okay. Where does this elevator go? Like a floor. Take away and bound live up there. Oh, they live together. I was like, they live a pretty charmed life. He buys candy making, that kind of thing. Even have a garden. Be nice on sunny days. That does sound nice. Perhaps they'll invite us when this is all over. You'd come, wouldn't you, detective? Don't get ahead of yourself now. I'm not in the habit of pulling around with attorneys. So we're not going to investigate that. These trophies all belong to Mr. Tangaroa. They're all but they're not all for confectionery contests. Some appear to be for charity work. Testament to both his character and his professional achievements. What's this one here? In recognition of Bacon Bob's long-standing achievements in making children's dreams come true. Aww. That's so sweet. It got me wanted to watch it. Yeah, snowman guy. Goon's room is through though. It's marked by a snowman. A candy snowman by the looks of it. Yeah, well, I'll be... Felix has me up. He's thinking of making it into his next lollipop, is he? I love him. I like them both. Actually, I really do like them both. Okay. The tree, I guess. Oh, itchy head. There's a Christmas tree made of candy. These candy statues have everybody on edge. Ant's getting it. If Ant's getting it, that's a seem rude. Yes, it would be pretty disastrous, I suppose. The only person... Oh wait, no. And shows which artist's work is displayed in which room. From left to right, Mr. Tangaroa, Mr. Gusto, Miss Scone, and Mr. Frost. Incidentally, this sign is also made of candy. What are they going to do with all this candy? Was somebody going to eat it when the contest was over? Yeah, that's everyone's dinner for like the next week. Well, it seems we've just got G Soto. Miss Bound. We're here to continue our investigation. Oh, Miss Edgeworth, I'm so sorry about earlier. She's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E. Must have been greatly taken aback by what Mr. Tangaroa had to say. I found the photograph of the semi-final entries for you. Here, it's all yours. There's so many similarities between them two, Frost and Gusto's. I mean, the flowers are the same. But what is happening? It's the exact same stuff. Everything's just reorganized. And he got through with that shit. Yes, Samson loved to design for that one. He loved the designs and flavors of Mr. Gusto's and Mr. Frost's entries too. Only problem was, as Samson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. What? Why are we being dumb? However, the respective entries in the, for the final tasted nothing alike, it seemed. Was there anything else in there that changed between the semi-finals and the final? Nothing major, but there was one thing. Mr. Gusto's son was always here with him throughout the contest. He was nowhere to be seen during the final. Oh? Would his son come and hang around at the contest venue of all places? You sure you're happy for us to keep hold of this? Of course. I hope it helps with your investigation. Okay. Oh, Babil! Oh, how have you been? Aw, how have you been doing, my love? Welcome back to the stream. It's been a hot minute. How have you been doing? Granted, I mean, it's because I haven't been streaming, but yeah. Hopefully you've been doing alright. Oh, and I also have this book containing the recipes to cure the cure Samson mentioned. We've seen this book before. Oh, is that the prize? There it is. On the chocolate frame in Mr. Tangaroa's room. That's right. He put it in display so that everybody could see the grand prize. What? The cure is the ultimate cookbook? So it's not a book of dessert recipes, I'll take it? Well, Babil, guess what? I say guess what? This is very much a work in progress, but on the 29th, we are planning to do a 12-hour live stream. And I say planning, the reason why is because YouTube doesn't like streaming over 12 hours. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to break it up halfway through. So I'm going to do 2 6-hour live streams. We're doing them back to back, but that's going to happen on the 29th of March. So it's 3 Saturdays away. So, I mean, that's going to happen. Don't get me wrong. I should definitely be doing uni work. But my parents are away, so we're going to try and do that so I can be as loud as I want. But yeah, that's happening. So you'll hopefully catch that. If you somehow missed that, I'm sorry. But I'll try and upload the whole thing. Because the problem is, with 12-hour live streams, I don't think they save on YouTube. Or they cut it off. So I need to document it, stop it after 6 hours, and then restart it to make sure the whole thing saves. Yes, that's all you really missed in terms of, like, updates, to be fair. Oh no, we told the contestants, of course. Guess nobody told you yet. The contestants knew what the ultimate cookbook was this whole time. Okay. So wait, the ultimate cookbook is that? Wait. Okay. That's a bit dumb. Why is it called the ultimate cookbook? I'd like to hear more about this cookbook, if you don't mind, Miss Bound. If I understand correctly, the Ultimate Cookbook is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines. Exactly, or rather telling you medications that haven't been made in the market yet. To be precise, both. To the right buyer, a pharmaceutical company, for example, it'd be worth a fortune. Why make the grand prize in a confectionery contest? Why make that the grand prize in the confectionery contest? That makes sense why Miss Scones joined. Mr. Tangaroa is the sole heir to the Tangaroa family fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangaroa group? The Tangaroa group? Yeah, I think I've heard of them somewhere before. Major Pharmaceutical Corporation. Sells all kind of pills and poisons. Oh yeah, new Cold Killer Pro is making some real waves since it was on sale. I always reach for the Cold Killer when I'm feeling under the weather. Which is never as far as I see. I'd like to hear more about the Tangaroa group if you don't mind. So did Mr. Tangaroa not want to take over his parents and go into the family business? No, he preferred the idea of making people's lives better for the power of confectionery. I mean, fair. His parents supported him in his quest to become the best in the world. No, they didn't. Then, when they passed, he inherited the cookbook. Oh, okay. But why make such a valuable heirloom a mere contest prize? That is a weird choice. He's been hounded by so many people looking to make their book make that book their own. He was tired of it. It would have been an insult to his parents' memory to simply give it away. We decided to find somebody who felt worthy of it. Okay. But the board of directors love that. They give the fruits of all their expenses and research. Someone else. He hated the idea, of course. Just wait till this year into the contest. What? Oh, wait, okay. Tango Group wanted her to win the book back for them. Oh. I knew she was a pharmacist all along. Yes, and not only that, I told her how to appeal to Samson's taste. I tried to help her win. Why? I wanted to protect Samson, by protecting the Tango Group. If that cookbook fell into another company's hands, the board would never forgive him. So I wanted to find a way to keep it with the company, but in a way that Samson couldn't object to. That time Miss Scum managed to make it so far in the contest she had no business taking part in. That makes sense. Miss Scum wasn't the only one pretending, was she? Mr. Frost wasn't really confessing that either. So Mr. Gusto's just there like, are any of you real people? And he still made it all the way to the final, just like she did. Not bad. Yes, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculptor, and a gifted crafter of desserts too. Gifted indeed, judging by the standard of his work in the finals. But how did one man produce pieces that size and quality in such a short period of time? Oh. I didn't even think about that, to be fair. I'm not sure I have much more to tell you. If there's anything I can do to help, I can help you with, I'll be happy to, of course. I'm only keen to ensure that that she does all she can for Mr. Tangaroo. I could certainly use a cup of tea you made us yesterday, if you wouldn't mind. I think I might help move our investigation along nicely. Oh, I'll have some too. Your tea's to die from, Miss Brown. Well, how could I possibly refuse? I'll bring it out. I'll bring it right out. Okay. No, I think that cheered her up a little bit. Okay. Learn a little bit more about the contest participants. But there's still one question involving Mr. Gusto which we never got an answer. After all, Mr. Gusto. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Sure. I was... Objection! Silence! You were not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. What's he doing in Mr. Frost's room? And that's not all. I also have questions about the work he submitted for the semi-finals. I should know who Mr. Lack of Design Sense and a sculptor with it in spades. Mr. Gusto could not have hoped to win such a high-level contest by himself. Why bringing me to wonder if it was some sort of connection between him and Mr. Frost? Detective. I need to ask Mr. Gusto a few more questions. His story doesn't quite add up for me. Neither. Need to figure out how to get in touch with him. Oh, do you now? Oh. Oh, do you now? Good luck with that, because I have no intention of allowing that. On karma. I'm already in the midst of my own investigation into Gusto. So there's no need for the likes of you to pester him the same questions again. I can't. I could do it. Who could I do it with? I think it was Goddo. I could do a... It's like a tut tut tut. I will, however, be happy to answer any questions you might have. Seems dead set on preventing me from talking to Mr. Gusto, in which case... Fine, then allow me to take you up on your offer. Very well. What is it? I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost. Oh, good. Okay, fine. Gusto and Frost connection. The connection between Gusto and Frost. It was simply a matter of coincidence. They both happened to be taking part in the similar contest. It's going to be this, right? The fact that they're the exact same flowers, the exact same fruits, and then they've just got white and orange cream together. I'm assuming, at least. Oh, that's it? And that's all? That's all I have to say to you. But that doesn't help us at all. We'll have to confront him with evidence if we want to draw the truth out of him. Excuse me. No, and it's imperative that we do. He's clearly hiding something. Right, that's an bitch. Roseanne.
Objection!
There we go. What if you could look at those the two confections in the foreground for me, on Karma? They were made for the contest semi-finals. Both were quite exquisitely crafted, wouldn't you agree? Get to the point. As the nameplate suggests, these were Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries. Mr. Gusto told us that confectionery design was far from his strong suit. Yet his work in this picture is just as good as Mr. Frost's. Exactly as good, in fact. We know from another witness that the two entries almost tasted exactly the same. What are you suggesting? Oh, that Frost made it for him? Oh. In my head, I was thinking they just stole it from each other, but no, I think Frost made it for Gusto. It's just that they were helping one another out. Take a closer look, shall we? Well, at first glance, the two may appear superficially different. I mean, to be fair, I think I would have noticed it instantly from the flowers. The flowers are the obvious thing. Yeah. Soon becomes apparent that there was a significant similarities in how they were put together. They made of the same ingredients, taste the same, and share similar design aesthetics. Pictures is pure positive that these two work together. Oh, tired. Oh, if you figured that out, that much out, I suppose there's little point in denying it. We knew. Someone knew all along that they were cooperating. This is what I mean. Rather than getting the truth, he's like, no, but my record. I'm actually gonna let you go to prison because I have a record. Fuck off. But I warn you, none of what you're about to hear will be to your advantage. There's no real connection. Frost real connection. But we confirm what you seem so desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night. It seemed they were helping one another right up until the day before the final. You know the two are cooperating. Von Karma, why are you trying to bury the truth? Oh, I'm tired. Please, enough of the petty Charlotte slander. I merely wanted to avoid you poking your nose around here before I could provide proper context in court. It's at least in my mind to explain that to you. Well, actually, it doesn't explain why he's so slippery with the facts, though. I need to figure out what he's been hiding. I can't let things end like this. Okay. Here's a desperate. Hold it! Hold it. But did you know that there was a connection between the two? Why were you trying to hide it? You're just handled information like candy. And certainly not the defense. Not like that lollipop-nesting fool of a detective over there. You do things your way, and I'll do them mine. No wonder why I refuse to share such information with a traitor like you. Piss off, guy. You have no... Oh, wait. Just to spell out the details of his relationship with us. Okay. Hold it! Last night, after Mr. Frost's work melted correct. Yes, I interviewed Gusto personally. I was put to the desk. Eesh! What to want, Mr. Von Karma? That must have been terrifying. I imagine Gusto probably meditated his way through the difficult part. Or simply did not. Every time he closed his eyes. I brought him back to it with an almighty snap. No one dares plead the fifth with me. Did I even work on him? And that is how I was able to perfectly learn every last detail of Gusto and Frost's relationship.
Hold it!
Why were they cooperating? Gusto's sense of design is subpar, how Frost was an amateur confectioner at best. Neither of them stood a chance at making it through the contest alone. So what was their endgame? Why cooperate only until the day before the finals? Gusto claimed to have ended the scheme. Allegedly, he wanted to win the final on his own merit. His only goal was to be crowned the world's best confectioner. His pride would not allow him to go to do so with the help of another. He literally got through the whole competition doing it. So what does that prove? Ugh, whatever. Ow. There with just scraping out a scab as I can. She's just gonna only ever win hollow victories, I guess. I'm under the impression that the collaboration had only lasted through the semi-finals. There with. Oh. I'm starting to think it might have lasted through the final itself. On calm though. I'd like to ask you more about how they worked, how long they worked together, if you don't mind. If you must. Sense of design so far.
Hold it!
Can't tell if that's the same one. You would believe that they were cooperating into the day before the finals, and they just simply stopped. Seems a little strange to me, wouldn't you agree? I've told you the truth. Whether you find it strange or not is none of my concern. He was concerned enough to try and hide it from me only a few minutes ago. Which means there must have been a reason for that. Based on Mr. Tango's assessment, it sounds as if Mr. Frost's entry for the final was a clear winner. Which means he must still be working with Mr. Gusto, right? That's precisely what I'm thinking. Some evidence that proves that they were cooperating right to the final. Okay. Anything in... Oh wait, there's a trolley. The background. No, that's been there well kind of. Is there anything different in this photo? I actually don't know.
Hold it!
Before you ask, I'm not objecting to a characterization of Mr. Gusto design sense. Yeah, he admitted himself he isn't all that great. You mean what he alleged to be a likeness of me. Just thinking about that abomination he came out with turns my stomach. Oh. I don't like the guy's work. Artistically rich amateur and artistically impoverished professional. In a way, it was inevitable that they would wind up working together. How do we prove that? Let me... Oh yeah. No, okay, that's fine. That was fine in Tangaroa's room, so now... no... And nothing about them working together. Oh, actually, let's check the statement anyway. Oh, wait. No. Oh, no. I actually have no idea. I really don't know. Right. Let's save here. I believe I might actually lose a lot of health here. Present.
Objection!
What do you think of this? Oh, wait, no. Oh, okay, well, we can skip this.
Objection!
Let's go with this. Nope, okay, great. Oh my god. Oh my god, I actually have no idea. It has to be about the file. Okay, I'm gonna do this because it's about the song.
Objection!
Oh, how? Huh? I don't get it. I'll keep you warning. We weren't working together during the fight. I'm a little hard to believe. He's going his own record for having described Mr. Frost as a creation as scrumptious. While he was certainly skilled, I doubt even he could have become a world-class confectioner overnight. Oh, it's not, but it's the opposite. It's the fact the rest of it tasted fine. It's far more likely to me that he and Mr. Gusto were still cooperating during the fight. What's the point? How many times must I explain this to you? Assertions require proof, and one's opinion is an entirely subjective statement does not prove anything. So even amateurs can occasionally make delicious food. Perhaps Frost was simply lucky. My wife, for example, is an amateur whose cooking puts first-class chefs to shame. Was that not an entirely subjective statement? Furthermore, you're ignoring another crucial part of the pharmacist's testimony. Wait, bear with. She could have also been described as some of Frost's work as having been unbearably salty. In other words, your evidence actually shows that Frost failed to produce the perfect confectionery. There we go. No more objections, I take it. There must be a way I can prove that Gusto and Frost were still collaborating. Mr. E? There's something that's been on my mind. Yes. What is it, Eddie? Mr. Frost's entry must have... Oh my god. Mr. Frost's entry for the final. It have taken a while to make. I would imagine so. There was water, freezing it all, and then carving two whole sculptures. You really have done all of that and helped Mr. Gusto with his work? If it were me, I'd have barely gone as far as setting up the flavored water up in the freezer part. I just can't see how Mr. Frost could have pulled it off. Perhaps there's some loyalty instinct in you after all, Eddie. Oh. Your pondering certainly point to another possibility. So idiotic, I love it. And he's right, Mr. Frost would need to freeze his own large box of flavored ice to create his art. Bear with. And there wouldn't have been time to do that during the contest itself. What must Mr. Frost have done in order to finish his flavored ice entry within the time limit? Must have made the flavored ice the day before. Then all he would have had to do is sculpt it. I was gonna say it wasn't made of ice, but then it melted, so obviously it is. What are you muttering about now? Oh, I'm sorry. I just realized something is all. I realized. You're correct. What? Mr. E? Hope you know what you're doing. Oh, accept your defeat at last, are we? The thing I'm accepting is that perhaps one of your things you said was true. We're helping one another right up until the day before the final. So you said, the day before the final really did mark the end of their collaboration. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavoured ice, which would have needed at least a day to freeze. Two flavors would therefore already been prepared by Mr. Gusto. Oh wait, sorry. Yes, which lines up perfectly with what Gusto told me, that he helped Frost until the day before the final. Okay. But in that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return? We could hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
Objection!
Perhaps not, but I imagine Mr. Gusto could tell us. So why don't you let us speak with him? Would you still insist your interrogation was as far as you claim? How dare you call my methods into question? Yes, actually, very easily. They're so unorthodox. Piss off. Not my intention. I just don't understand why you would obstruct a perfectly valid line of inquiry. Give me one good reason as to why you're keeping Mr. Gusto from me. Because I love him. One good reason, certainly. The how and why of Miss Frost and Gusto's collaborations have absolutely no bearing on this. What the fuck are you on about that? You possibly say that with any certainty? He's like Trump. It just bullshits. Is the relationship... If the relationship had broken down for some reason, that could have very well been the motive behind it. Could it indeed? Oh, no, could it indeed? Then why did Gusto himself tell me about it? Why did that man you seem so keen on accusing share the details of his collaboration with the prosecution? Please tell me you have some sort of proof to back up your preposterous suspicion this time. Gusto only acted as suspicious one time that we know of. I imagine Mr. Von Karma was aware of exactly what the suspicious action was. Means this is probably a trap. Well, gotta cut your tongue. Even if this is a trap, I'll calm down now. Mr. Gusto stuck into Mr. Frost's room. Still don't know why. That alone is a reason enough to suspect him. If that's your only concern, then allow me to clear it up for you. I was saving this for the trial, but consider this a taste of things to come. Plus, I'd hate for the proceedings to drag on because you'll need those interjections. Here, take a look at this. Oh. I see. I see. That's... Christopher Frost and their sons. Oh, Christopher Frost and their sons. Aww. Christopher's son visited his father daily up through the semi-final. Oh wait, that's the little chicken he made for his son. Oh, how cute. Gusto stuck into Frost's room in order to retrieve the photograph. But why? It seems their sons attended the same elementary school. Gusto was concerned about the fact that Mr. Frost and his acquaintances acquaintance might place them under undue suspicion. So, what you've just proven was entirely well-founded. This does actually make perfect sense, and you have given me no reason to believe otherwise. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm being dumb. I think Von Karma just comes up. Von Karma's like Judge Gravel. They come up with the stupidest arguments, and then they're just like, and like they're like, well, I'm better than you, so I win. There's no actual arguing back. Never gonna let me talk to Mr. Buster. You're quite done obstructing my investigation. I have things to be getting on with. Bear with. That smug self-righteous jerk. I'll give him something to get out, to be getting on with. What do we do, Mr. E? Mr. Tango is finished if we can't figure something out. Things to be getting on with. What exactly could those things be? There's a body, a murder weapon, and a suspect in custody. If the prosecution means to pursue Mr. Tango, surely they have all they need. Why is Mr. Von Karma still investigating the scene of the crime? Something on your mind, Mr. E? We're missing something. Important. Mr. Von Karma has everything he needs to proceed with the prosecution of Mr. Tango. Yet, he still doesn't seem entirely confident in his case. He was. Why refuse to share information? It's bad. Ross. Seen the autopsy report, yeah, either. Well, we got a hand on that too. Oh, okay. In addition, we still have to solve the mystery of what happened to the evidence that we're missing. Taking a look at the scene of the scene in the front of taking a look at the scene in front of us, detective. Very conspicuous pool of blood that should have been here is clearly missing. Okay. Okay, you're right. You're right. Don't remember anybody mentioning they'd remove blood along with the body. Okay, this is the flashback. Evidence that turned up not in Mr. Tango's room, but in the most unusual place. Actually, the blood in the fountain is Frost's. Okay. So there were no traces of Mr. Frost's blood left in Mr. Tango's room. Found some in the fountain instead. Why? Is this not what I was saying earlier? They washed it out. Frost's blood went missing from the crime scene. Traces of it showed up in the fountain. Why go to all the trouble of removing the blood from the scene after the body had been discovered? Now why only the blood? Maybe the blood would have also been in the way. Wait, someone had moved the body aside from getting aside to get to the blood. Oh. And that's what the tarp's for. Oh wait, is he not dead? Because, wait, is he not dead? Because, you know, the whole body 18 years later, that looks like him. Has he just not been dead this whole time? Body might have been moved aside, or even removed from the scene of the crime entirely. I mean, because it's that, or someone's wrapped his body up in the top, which is definitely the more logical answer, but still. But as far as we know, there is still no autopsy. We learned plenty about the murder weapon and the suspect, but very little about the body itself. Our assumption thus far is that the body had been recovered by the forensics team. What if the assumption is false? Wow, okay, so they can't find the body. What if Mr. Von Karma wouldn't show Detective Brad the autopsy report out of something other than spite? Or if you've been thinking about this the wrong way around all along. The question wasn't why did Mr. Von Karma hold back information about the body. It's did Mr. Von Karma even have any information about the body in the first place? How did things look from that angle? What if the body hadn't been removed by the police in order to carry out an autopsy? Instead, it would have been removed and hidden away by the culprit before their arrival. Mr. E? You've heard the rumours about Mr. Von Karma's questionable methods. Fabricated witness statements, shady deals, forged evidence. Sure, everybody's heard of the stuff, but what's that got to do with us right now? We'll never judge a person on the basis of rumours alone. But Mr. Von Karma, I've tried my best not to let a prepossession colour our interactions with him. Nonetheless, Spacey may indeed be willing to twist the truth in his own end. Twist the truth? I mean, he's been playing Day? If he might have been, and still is, I'm not about to let him get away with it. Oh, Gregory, you're so amazing. I'll return to the prosecutor's office. Don't breathe a word about anything, to that inferior attorney. Yes, sir.
Hold it!
Sorry, someone keeps messaging. Yes. And what is it now? A few questions, Miss Von Karma. What has said in fact you've been keeping? Really? You mean to call my methods of an official sanctioned investigation into questions yet again? I just don't know why he's going so all out knowing that he's just full of bullshit. I'm warning you, if you obstruct the police and their work any further, there will be
Objection!
Not the police I have an issue with, Mr. Von Karma. It's you. Isn't it on the prosecution to work out who the real culprit at the crime is? What foolishness is this? I have no intention of debating what the prosecution's role is, or not to the likes of you. Let me make one thing clear. My job is to identify suspects and ensure that every last one of them is convicted at all costs. Believe me when I say I leave absolutely no room for doubt when I present my perfect, unassailable qualities.
Objection!
How far would you go to get your perfect cases? Would you create facts out of the whole cloth? Perhaps. Ah, I thought you had outdone yourself already, but now you intend to accuse me of fabricating evidence? He's like, well, you're right, but besides the point. I do. Because it is why you have done nothing but hinder Disinterbad from doing his job at every turn. Yeah. Makes sense. What are you talking about? You shut up our investigation because you wanted him to keep an eye out on us. You did just stop from finding out that you don't have the body. What? Doesn't have the body?
Objection!
Ridiculous! You're clutching at straws. Show us the body then, bitch. Go on. Fucking old hag. I will tolerate no more of your preposterous slander. Allow us to examine it. Prove me wrong if you can. What if you delve to try a little harder than that? I am under no obligation whatsoever to prove your baseless accusation one way or another.
Objection!
You might see for yourself. The piece of bloody chocolate is missing from the scene of the crime. Why did it disappear, and where did it go? What does it matter? Some blood went missing from the chest where the body was found, so what? It was indeed. That's precisely my question. But the body was still at the scene when the police got here. Removing the blood were accomplishing nothing. However, let us suppose for a moment that the body was not. What if somebody wanted to erase any trace of what happened in that room, and then it all makes perfect sense.
Objection!
With. What is this petty obsession with the bloodstain? Contingency reported to you. What did you tell me where you believe it went? course. After all, evidence is everything, as you never tire of telling us. I believe this should back up my theory quite nicely. What evidence do I have that shows where the blood from Mr. Tango's room went? The top? We never inspected this, actually. Well, I've got a cloth in navy blue. It's a very calming hue. I like it. Yeah, that was really deep and all, mystery. Let's get back to the main event already and light it up. Alright. I wasn't trying to be deep or anything, though. Okay. Whoa! Look at all these buttons! Both of which change the colour of light. You're pressing one, Eddie. There. Now the cloth is all lit up. It's so pretty now how many times I see it. I'm waiting to, like, see something. The cloth's now glowing with a pale blue hue thanks to the light emitting device. I'm just going to say one of the cloths that were in the machine and its machine were missing? Who do you think could have taken them? I have no idea, but I suspect it might have something to do with our case somehow. Never mind. Show the blood from Mr. Tangaro's room went.
Take that!
No. Okay. I was like, has blood on it, maybe it's that.
Objection!
I'll be on my way. I'll have better things to do.
Hold it!
And I swear to God, because the only other thing about blood is this: if it's what evidence do I have to show that where the blood from Mr. Tangaro's room went is the blood? I'm gonna be pissed because that's what I was gonna say, but I was like, that's dumb.
Take that!
Fuck this game. What? That makes no sense. Where is the victim's blood? Oh, there's the victim's blood. What? The victim's blood was found in the fountain. Whatever. Which is the chocolate from Mr. Tangaroa's room? Other than this piece of blood-stained chocolate was dumped into the stream that flows to the fountain. I mean, yeah, we kind of worked that one out. Strongly points to one certain fact. They perfectly disposed of the blood after the body had been removed from the chest. Miss Von Karma, where did you find the body? You didn't find it, did you? Oh, you. Where did you get your hands on that kind of evidence? You have neither the authority nor the means to carry out that kind of analysis of the fountain water. No, I do. Curse your butt. You've been a thorn on my side from the moment you were assigned. Yeah, for doing his job, yeah, calm down, bitch. Oh. Well, no longer. As for now, you are officially off the case. Early on it in the first place. Von Karma, you still haven't answered my question. You admit it. Will you confirm that nobody was ever recovered? It's really quite the claim, you know. One that you'll never find any proof of, I'm afraid. I do to get an answer out of him. You don't mind. I've given you quite enough of my precious time already. Oh, I fucking hate him. I genuinely hate him. He's a slimy, ugly-looking piece of shit. Forward to destroying you in court, Edgeworth. Now, no one loves you. Which is logic. I fear he won't save you then. Nothing will. I hate the fact that Edgeworth worked with him. Why'd you do it, lad? Mark my words, Mr. Von Karma. Your methods will be your undoing. No matter what you try and hide, how you try to hide the truth, I'll bring it all to the light. No one loves you, dude. Forgive me, detective. I didn't mean to put you in a difficult position. Right. It's always gonna end this way. Honestly, nobody's ever silenced me the way he did before. First time of everything, huh? You know, I think you might be right about the body movement. I can prove it in court. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. I think Gregory dies after that, or is it just his case? I don't know. Since, you know, I'm forgiven now. That's very kind. I'm sorry to keep asking favors of you just so bad. There is one more thing. Jesus Christ. Leading him dry of everything. Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Come on, let me in on the secret. Right, Eddie. The detective and I were just arranging a little insurance for the trial. We have I think we have enough to see Mr. Tanguera acquitted. I prefer if you have it. I prefer to have an ace in the hole just in case. And what is it? I'm touching the courtroom. Wow. Wait, what? You're letting me join you? Of course I am. You're my assistant after all. I'll be more than that by next year. I'll be a full-fledged attorney, you know. We could take on Mr. Von Karma together. Indeed. I'm hoping we'll have freed Mr. Tangaroa by then. If we're against Mr. Von Karma, I guess we can't rule out the possibility that it might take some time. Right, but we'll do everything we can in the meantime. I know we can beat Mr. I know you can beat Mr. Von Karma, Mr. E. I believe in you. Not allow Mr. Tangaroa to remain in prison for a crime he didn't commit. And we won't. I'll expose Mr. Von Karma's lies, and if it's the last thing I do. Oh. Oh, I could go to the gym now. What time is it? It's 11:10. Let's play a bit more though. I don't want to play too much more. Still 50 people in the gym, what the hell? Okay. So now we're in present day. Jesus Christ. April 2nd, 10 PM, Zodiac Hall, Fountain Room. That's pretty much how things went down. The fact of the IS-7 incident, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know the truth about my father's last case. So what happened at the trial? Well, we lost. Von Karma did a real number on us. Really? You can prove that Mr. Tangaroa was innocent? Oh. Well, we can prove it, right? Had a decent pile of evidence in our favour. Problem was, we underestimated Von Karma, but even dared than we feared. You can imagine, secure conviction at all costs. That was always his guiding principle. Hey, yeah, you know the truth. Anywho, trial dragged on and on. Whole thing took about a year in the end. Get that day the verdict came down, December 28th of the following year. It's April now. Oh, mama. I'm talking over 17 years ago. I'm sure it does fly, huh? December 28th. Was that the day 17 years ago? Sitting in the courtroom gallery. Yep. Oh my god. My guy, Samson. This is actually upsetting me. Why is this the most upset I've ever been at Ace Attorney? Just because just before the trial got started, Gregory noticed that Samson was looking worse than usual. The wrong worse. So the poor guy had finally reached his limit. It was so bad he even said he wanted to be found guilty. Wait, you mean you forced a confession out of him? Yeah, because Von Karma's a dickhead. And we got what he was pushing for from the very beginning. Gregory tried to drop the bombshell about there being nobody to speak of. The Von Karma had used the power of the police to head him off at the pass. Had himself fake autopsy report. That wasn't the end of it. Karma had gotten Samson to falsely testify against himself to being an accessory to murder in court. For his confession, the poor guy's goose was well and truly cooked. Gregory still have an ace in his holder. Oh my god. Oh. This is upsetting me. Didn't deserve that. Oh. Same ace that he asked it at a bad time with. Back to Mundo. We needed one last card to play if he squeezed a confession out of Samson. We had Brad record all of Samson's interrogations. This Detective Brad really wanted to know the truth, huh? He altered. He was a trooper. Stayed with the case even after Von Karma took him off them. Tied up with some of the big case too. But all bad. They don't make them like that anymore. Yeah, maybe the Yatagarasi one. Anyway. Gregory presented the recording as proof of Samson's confession request. You know what? It almost worked. Our cop named Ian Sideman got fired. Oh. Sideman. Samson's interrogator and initial detective put bad. He's still the fault for pretty much the whole thing. Von Karma didn't get away scot-free. In fact, he was disciplined by the chief prosecution. The one and only time in his 40-year career. Oh my god. Oh, I know he upsets me. I can't look at him. Oh my god, he looks so... a shell of a man. Oh my god. Samson himself couldn't stomach another day in court. The guilty verdict came down. It didn't just signal the end of the day. End of a whole sad affair. I remember a lot myself, but my father's face when they declared Mr. Tango guilty. I was a young child at the time. Even I could tell how much he was hurting inside. Oh my god, this is pissing me off. Maybe he wanted to appeal the ruling of court. But done anything to clear Samson's name. He would have done. Then, well, you know what happened next. Poor guy, he never got a chance. I should have left with him that day. Always blame myself for not doing that. Oh my god. And don't be. Oh god, this is making me upset. I shoved that aside and I'm obsessed with something else instead. However, someone else. I hated what you did. Did you choosing to stick with Von Karma? Yeah, I don't get that. Hope you can forgive me. No. You have every right to hate me. I went on to become a prosecutor as planned. That's what Mr. Von Karma showed me. That's when Mr. Von Karma showed me the case file. According to these records, Mr. Tango was convicted as the main culprit in Mr. Frost's murder. Nope. That's not right. Samson was convicted of accessory to it. Okay. That's better than... Okay. That's better. Strange. The file clearly states that he was the perpetrator. Plus, I'm fairly certain that all of Mr. Von Karma's cases were successfully solved. What if I take a peek at those? That's been doctored. What about the verdict? It's been changed. What? There. History papers on this. Oh, of course. Medea, Samson Tangaroa, age 39, organizer of confectionery contest. Victor's body was found inside one of his creations leading to his arrest. While in detention, Tangaroa discovered that he had a taste disorder which was subsequently cured via medication. Verdict, convicted as an accomplice based on his confession. Okay. Convicted as an accomplice. Copy of the file they have on record at the courthouse. Why is my copy so different? Well, said it came from Von Karma, yeah? I guess he didn't want Gregory's son thinking there was a murderer out there so large. And when you're looking into it again for the statute of limitations as well. So everything I believed about that case was a lie. I say, you gotta start somewhere. What's the point is you know what's what now. Yeah, this is insane. Oh my god. Oh, poor Tango. Oh my god. I hate that I'm actually upset for this guy. The statute of limitations may have run out. But the truth's still out there, you know? I inherited Samson's case with you on my past. Prosecution handed it off to somebody else too. Von Karma was going to bother facing off against a rookie like me, was he? Anyway, long story short, Bill was never found. Samson was found guilty instead. That's terrible. Is there really nothing we could do to help him? Without the real paper, I'm afraid, to learn his confession stands. Speaking of which, I found out until after the verdict had been handed down, but Karma's friend Samson had made him a deal. Told him if he didn't confess, make sure Judy was convicted instead. Oh my god. How could he? I knew there was no way Judy could have done it, of course. He wasn't gonna take any chances. We did what he was told him. Confess to keep us safe. Fuck Von Karma. Oh my god. Oh. Him and Gavel are fighting for that bottom place on the tier list. Yikes. They're worse than the pedos. Now, riddle me this, Miles boy. What do you think your Uncle Eddie, wait. Why do you think your Uncle Eddie just happened to be in prison the day Bronco Knight died? Ah, that's right! Glad to see Mr. Tangaroa. Bingo. Now I both promised we visit him every day. I didn't quite keep that promise. You did. Never missed one visit in all these years. Rain or shine, she always showed up. None of that changes the fact that Samson is still being unduly punished day after day. Heartbreaking. Gotta do something, Mr. Fender. Revisit him. Good oath, that's actually why we came here. The air sculptures are back on display, just as they were all those years ago. We're gonna see what we can find out. Right, Miles Reno? Prosecutor Fender. I don't look at these things the same way as you or my father. Miles. That doesn't matter right now. Speaking not as a prosecutor, but as Miles Edgeworth. I want to know the truth behind both of these cases. I'm not leaving until I do. Here you are, old Gregory's son. Through and through. Excuse me. Oh, that was a horrible burp. Right then. That's all sorted. We can really get to it. Good thing I put that I7 case file evidence with me today, huh? Okay, documents first. Doesn't love paperwork, am I right? Parts and red ink on my annotations. Thank you, Fender. Some evidence for you. Enjoy. Quite a few, so take a minute to scope the amount of IFRU. Small margin of evidence. I7 incident received from Fender. Okay. Yes, I see. Take a look at these in a bit. No, our current case is so full of loose ends too, come to think of it. Indeed. You play over that incident 18 years ago, you just happened to get caught up in another incident. The ice sculptures in the winter wing are a perfect replica of the ones from 18 years ago. How do we know that? The poison gas attack in the autumn wing, which had been discussed to look at like the winter wing. I don't get that. Two chemicals are found inside the Pisces statue display case: ubiquium and asphyxion. And to form a poisonous gas were mixed together. Victim of the gas attack, Carmelo Gusto, was no stranger to the events of 18 years ago. He was still unconscious and undergoing treatment in the medical room. And finally, we come to find a body floating down in the water. See, is that not Gusto? No, Gusto. I think that's him. But how? Found. One of the ice sculptures are melted. This is as they did all those years ago. The events of the present day would appear to intimately linked with the events of the past, which means they may be able to help us learn more about what happened 18 years ago. Sounds good to me. Let's get
Objection!
Oh, fuck off, you. Oh, don't you, oh no you don't. Aren't you forgetting somebody? I could have sworn this is my investigation. Eustace is quite right. I do hope you aren't intending to obstruct him of his duties, Mr. Edgeworth. I would hate to have to add a guilty to my report to the committee. What am I guilty of now? Of course not. I am simply offering again, once again, to do what I am to help this investigation. The offer is duly noted and duly declined. Oof. Not pulling any punches. The identity of the body from the Foundation is currently being ascertained. Yeah, ascertained? That's the right word, right? Only a matter of time until we have all of the information we need. I was going to help you speed up the process along. We can have an idea of who our mystery victim might be. What? Really? Then you have to tell me. It's the law. Very well. It's Artie Frost, right? It isn't just an ice sculpture that have resurfaced after 18 years. That makes sense. Body in the fountain may also be the visitor from the past. Thank you. I knew I wasn't tripping.
Take that!
I believe the body in the fountain is the man that was murdered no, oh my god. I believe the body in the fountain is that of a man who was murdered here 18 years ago. Mr. Artie Frost. What? You're saying that was poor Chili Wings? Oh, wait, what? Wait, who the heck is Chili Wing? Or Artie, or whatever it is you're talking about. Artie Frost was a famous sculptor, Eustace. Although he was better known as Paul Halik. Sculptors on display here, all his work. No way. That sounds like he did well for himself. Always good to get to a fellow winner. Mr. Frost was also the victim of the IS-7 incident. No one knows about the IS-7 incident. Mr. Edgeworth, the IS-7 incident is an 18-year-old case. And according to the police record, the victim's body was recovered and an autopsy duly carried out. Sure, that's what the record says, but the records can't always be trusted. What are you insinuating? While the record says stuff like his body totally recovered, the defense back then begged to differ. Well, that'd stop the prosecution from saying that, shutting them down hard, of course. Whose phone's that? Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is woman. What? Really? What is it, Eustace? The body? We've got an ID. Some sculptor called Frost or something. So I guess Edgeworth pulled it? God, it's justice. My father's deduction were right all along. Well, Judge Cavell, I'd say this changes things now, wouldn't you? So why are we running to the prison to release Samson right now? I'm serious. Right now, why aren't we just releasing him? So you admit that I might be of use in this case, or more than a certain junior prosecutor anyway. No fair. You tried to steal the win. Do no such thing. All I want is to uncover the truth. If we're going to get to the bottom of what happened here, we'll all need to work together. We do not need it to do anything, and you do not need to know the truth. This case is none of your concern. Right, listen here, Miss Verity Gavel. I'm gonna punch you in the face and then whack you over the head with that gavel at this point, because I'm so done with you, and I'm so done with Eustace, and I'm so done with Von Karma. They're all you. Fuck off. I actually hate them all. I don't know which one I hate more. Actually, no. Eustace I like her, but more than the other two, but that's besides the point.
Objection!
Well, that Judge G. You might be wrong. I think you might be wrong about that. Enough of your interruptions, Mr. Fender. Yep, see? That was on the defense team for IS-7. This case is very much my concern. I was one of the pesky kids pushing the theory that the body had actually gone missing. Prosecution at the time may have pushed us off, but you can't deny the testimony of your own eyes. Of your eyes. Or to put it a little more bluntly, the prosecution's case was rotten from the ground up. There's been a miscarriage of justice caused by the prosecution. It's the committee's job to fix it, no? Oh, not now. Now it's a problem, is it? My God. And who better to help us unpick the mess than someone who was there at the time? Unless you have an ulterior motive. I can say ulterior. That seems to have known the facts of the IS-7 incident in some detail, but not enough detail. In which case, I suspect you must be here on the committee's behalf. The connection to the case is noted, Mr. Fender, but I fail to see how it concerns Mr. Edgeworth. I was literally my dad. My dad. The son of the original defense attorney, and the protege of the case lead prosecutor. If that's not enough for you, he was at the trial too. I think it's just possible you might have a little something to bring to the table, don't you? Very well, you may both assist in the investigation. I knew you weren't that dumb. Only if you refrain from interfering with the work of others. Says the woman. Oh, you know what? No, it's not even worth my time. Winter Wing is off limits for now. This room, however, is all yours. Alright, great to hear we're on the same wavelength, G. You bring it in, to show on the same side of justice. Do not test me, Mr. Fender. The permission to investigate can be revoked at any time. Really noted, John. Our turn. This is a turn for the books, huh, Misley? We get to do our thing after all. Okay, thank you. Thanks to your immeasurable help as all. No sweat. Besides, I'm mostly doing it for me. Okay. I'll be investigating my own thing. Just tell me if you need to find if you find anything interesting. I will. Okay, shall we? Heck yeah! Let's get the let the investigation commence. Still unclear on two key facts. Mr. Fudd's body came to be where we found it, and the source of the ubiquium. Right, some more intel. Focus on the ubiquium first and foremost. It's used in stuff like dish soap and paint, right? Right. It's also bright red in colour and has a distinctly minty fragrance. Musty. Okay, sounds like we know what we're doing. We're looking for. Okay. And with that, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm very tired, but also I need to go to the gym. I'm gonna leave it there. Let's see, make sure everything's okay. But that's insane. I'm not gonna lie, that was wild. Oh, that's. Have I felt this bad since? Oh, Tango is not even like a main character, but I felt like how I felt with Goddo when I figured that out. Oh my god, I was devastated. I'm trying to think if there's any other time. I think maybe with Mia. I'm not sure. But yeah, no, that hurt. I did not think it would hit me that much or something. Yeah, whew, that was a rough one. Anyway, gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you for watching. If you're new here, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and also turn notifications on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram at JFK3 or free where I post and performance content as well. You can also join the Discord that's pinned in the chat so you get notified on when I'm live and when I upload, and so you can also vote on games to play next. Also, you might have heard in the middle of that, I am doing a 12-hour live stream on the 29th of March, I think. Need to finalize it. It'll be roughly around then. So yeah, stick around for that. We'll be playing a bunch of different games. I think what I've got lined up is Minecraft, Stardew, Mario Party. We'll do a lot of things we used to do, like Minesweeper, Duolingo. We'll start adding Dress to Impress at some point. Yeah, there'll be quite a few things, hopefully. So we will see how it goes. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you all soon. Good night. Goodbye.